Welcome to Mystical Messages. I am Hilary Harley, your podcast host. I am an astrologer and soul guide. Mystical Messages is your podcast gateway to discover and learn about the realm beyond the veil, including all things intuitive, metaphysical, and the healing arts. Today, I am so delighted to bring you my monthly astrology forecast. I will be breaking down the astrology for the month of May 2022. And I have called this forecast the currency of our life, because we are really thick into the theme of 2022, which is about how we spend our lives, both time, energy, and money. And May opens the day after the first eclipse of 2022. We are now deep into Taurus the Bull terrain, the first primal earth sign of the zodiac, with the sun, Uranus, the moon, and its north node tightly clustered together in this sign of value. Since the lunar nodes moved into the money signs of Taurus and Scorpio back in January, we are increasingly drawn to learning about what we value in ourselves, others, and in life. Now, whole tomes have been written on actual currency, monetary systems, and how it originated from barter systems, such as I'll give you this that I value for that which I need or want. And in many ways, humanity is back to the drawing board in this class, reviewing and remembering what constitutes worth. I could recite many adages here, such as time is money, money is power, or the proverbial you can't take it with you, whatever that exact it is that you value so much, that treasured jewel, that beloved home or car, motorcycle, or fill in the blank. For some, the whole lesson here on earth is there is more to life than money. For others, their whole lesson is learning to manage, wield, and control money. Neither end of the spectrum is bad or good. Rather, the direction we are called, the spiritual or the material, each serve a purpose. And 2022 guarantees one thing for sure. Each of us is being deeply schooled in our relationship to worth, its meaning and role in our lives. All 4 eclipses of 2022 occur on the Taurus-Scorpio axis. This is 180 degrees of an opposition. Taurus on one end, Scorpio on the other. Taurus rules our individual skills and talents, how we earn a living by applying our skills and talents, thus both our inner and outer resources, while Scorpio rules shared resources and joint finances, such as with a spouse or in the taxes we pay. Taurus is tangible assets. Scorpio is power, or not, derived from joint assets. Sometimes, in either case, there's a lack of resources and the resource meter is on empty. The world bears witness now to how those with tremendous power and position and wealth choose to wield it. People like Mackenzie Scott, formerly Jeff Bezos' wife, underwriting life-changing scholarships at historically Black colleges, and Habitat for Humanity. Vladimir Putin, on the other hand, invading and destroying neighboring Ukraine. Or his counterpart, Vladimir Zelensky, standing up to Putin's unwelcome invasion rather than fleeing for personal safety. This is about how we use the currency of our lives. 2022, the eclipses and the month of May in particular ask us, if we were in their shoes, had their riches or power, what would we do? How would we spend the currency of our life, our time, energy, talents, and resources? In philanthropic circles, this is known as the triple T's: time, talent, and treasure. In the wake of the first eclipse, with the second eclipse still 2 weeks away, Messenger Mercury steps gingerly into its home sign of Gemini on May 1st. Our minds click into overdrive, connecting ideas and concepts with alacrity. Valuable Venus greatly assists Mercury with fearless leaps and initiatives as she shifts into fiery Aries on Tuesday, May 3rd. Venus unabashedly links people and resources to our efforts. She sources the right helpers and tools, appearing at exactly the moment we need them. So take advantage of the seamless connectivity between mind and matter during the first week of the month. You will be glad you did, as Mercury shifts gears shortly thereafter on Monday, May 9th. The messenger planet will begin spinning in reverse for the next 3 weeks until Friday, June 3rd. So, any major purchases or contracts that you need to implement are best done prior to Sunday, May 8th, before Messenger Mercury turns retrograde motion. A particular stretch to avoid buying big-ticket items or signing significant documents is between May 9th to Monday, May 16th. That week is an energetic black hole, as it is both the period between two eclipses and Mercury is retrograde to boot. The best use of our energy that week is to exercise the RE words like research, review, renovate, refresh, restore, renew, and so forth. You also want to hold off on booking and paying for any travel plans, if possible, in that time frame. Getting our attention, generous Jupiter turns into warrior Aries on Wednesday, May 11th. The planet of expansion, growth, and development, Jupiter is particularly at home in Aries. We feel now that anything is truly possible. Our customary fears or inhibitions subside as we aren't afraid to try activities, people, or things new to us. Jupiter in Aries may serve as the breath of fresh air we all so badly need. It emboldens and empowers. The caution here is impulsivity and leaping into something before we look. Good thing, perhaps, that Mercury is retrograde, as it slows our trigger hand a bit. We begin feeling the energy thicken, heading into mid-month, as the second eclipse occurs on the full moon, May 15th, or 16th, depending on your location, east or west coast of the United States. This is not a light or frothy time, hearkening back to other past springtimes. Rather, this time around, the current month of May 2022 bears down, signifying a time of gravitas and import, the densest, thickest part of primal Taurus Earth, as the strongest and heaviest bull energy levels us dead on. Both change agent Uranus and gigantic Jupiter are at attention-getting degrees at the time of the second eclipse. Events stop us in our tracks. You are seen and heard. Pay special attention to what you do and say on or around May 14th through the 16th. If you are off path or out of alignment in any sector of your life, you will be made to course correct now. The full moon in Scorpio reveals it all and shows everyone for who they really are. Don't even think about hiding or trying to sweep anything under the rug. It is a waste of time and energy. You can run, but you cannot hide. And anyway, why would you want to? For wherever you go, there you are. This energy works both ways, as it is raw, powerful, and deeply karmic. It is akin to a psychic roto-rooter to beat all. So anyone who has been victimized or unjustly persecuted for anything, your time has come. Prepared to be made whole and made good in a profound and notable way. The Jupiter-Neptune in Pisces segment during April cleared away and washed clean any past residue. And now, with Jupiter's move into a whole new cycle at the initial degree of Aries, we have a completely fresh start. By the end of the week, the sun, our will, and how we engage with the world enters Gemini on Saturday, May 21st. We seek to get our message across, but it is equally important to listen and hear what others have to say, particularly as 2 days later, retrograding messenger Mercury backs into Taurus. When the communication planet reverses back into Taurus, our thoughts become more cautious and careful. Taurus Mercury slows our impulses. We are not so quick to the draw, especially when it comes to spending our hard-earned dollar. We muse a bit more over the cost of things, both material and immaterial. We ask, what investment of our time, energy, and money is required by any person or proposition? With Mercury still retrograde for yet another 10 days, do your homework. We have the opportunity to ask the hard questions, and you will be glad you did. A slower hand helps to counterbalance motivating Mars shift into its home sign of Aries on Wednesday, May 25th. Joining Jupiter, these two fire up our engines both literally and creatively. Use Mercury's mental deliberation in Taurus to temper any rash decisions. Because the big caution here is to watch your use of fire or anything mechanical. Make sure to turn off any heat-borne appliances, including the washer and dryer, barbecues, or fires before leaving your home. Any outdoor fires or barbecues using over the holiday weekend should be extinguished when turning in for the night. Take care and use common sense with any electrical devices or anything with a motor. Plan on a lovely Memorial Day weekend as valuable Venus enters her home sign of Taurus on Sunday, May 29th, just before the new moon in Gemini the next day on Monday, May 30th. Ready, get set, write your carefully considered intentions and either plant them in the warming earth or safely burn a light in a safe container. In only a few days, on June 3rd, Messenger Mercury turns direct motion. Reflect now during the final days of May. Contemplate and prepare, for soon enough it will be time to set your dreams and desires into motion. That brings me to the end of this episode of Mystical Messages. Please join me again in 2 weeks when I am so delighted to bring you my very special guest, Ronnie Schaffer, as we discuss her expertise in numerology. Thank you for joining me on today's show. I wish you many blessings as you journey forward.